Alright, this is what we're gonna make. It's a tripod adapter for your iPhone. I don't know if this is gonna work here. You slide that in, tighten it down, and then that attaches to your tripod. Super cheap, really fast. In and out of the shop in 15 minutes. Alright, so now I'm gonna mark 1 3/4 inches. I'm going to cut that. Don't forget your hearing and eye protection. Line it up. Cut one more. Alright, so now we've got the pieces. We're basically just going to use the table saw and cut out these bits. Pretty straightforward. Alright, I did the shortcut first. I'll do the long cut and then the angle. There's the long cut, and now I'll do the diagonal. So now we're going to drill a guide hole right down the middle here, where we'll put this 5/16 dowel in as a guide, and it'll go all the way through this, which is the bottom, till about halfway here, which is the top. And we'll glue it into this piece when we're done drilling. And then we'll flip it over, and we're going to drill another hole all the way through both pieces, and that will be where the bolt goes. Okay, here's where it gets a little tricky. So this is what you need. This is the hardware you need. You can get these at Home Depot. They're a couple of bucks. Nothing fancy. This one's got some paint on it from another project. So this gets embedded into one of these pieces here. And then this will screw in from the top. And this will be what we use to clamp down on the phone. And then on the bottom, we're going to put another one of these, but only going to put it about halfway in, and then we're going to hacksaw the top off. And it just so happens that this fits perfectly onto a tripod screw. So, happy coincidence there. Alright, so now the rub is you can't fit it in this hole without starting to break the wood. So I'll use the drill bit and just kind of widen that hole a little bit by wiggling it around. Probably not the correct use of the drill bit, but seems to be effective. It doesn't take much, just to make it a little bit wider. And then this will screw right on in. You just need to do the job. Alright, oh yeah. Alright, so not too loose, not too tight, Okay, now for fitting the dowel, put it up through the bottom piece here. Put it into the top piece as far as it'll go. There you go. There we go. Then use your hacksaw to cut it off plumb. Good. Alright, we'll put a dab of glue in there just like that. It'll fit together on here. This acts just to keep this straight. So now we're actually done, except for finishing. And we'll put this together just like this. So I actually don't want to use an Allen wrench every time I want to tighten this. So what I'm going to do is rough up the top and see if I can't put some of this 3/4 inch dowel on there with some like JB Weld or something. I think that'll be a nice touch. Okay, and now for the last part, we're going to take another one of these nuts and we're going to sink it about halfway into this hole, which is the same one that your tightening screw goes into, except we're going to cut it off with a hacksaw once it's in there, about halfway, because the tripod screw doesn't reach deep enough to grab the thread, so you have to go in about halfway, cut it off, and that'll leave the thread really nice and close and you'll be able to screw it right in. Works great. Alright, so here's the bottom. You don't have to worry about widening the hole on this one because you're only going to go halfway in. You want it a little bit snug. But it doesn't hurt to hope that the wood doesn't split. Please don't split, please don't split, please don't split. Alright, so there's about halfway in. And this is going to be maybe hard to see, but there you go. Came off pretty clean, pretty flush. And now I'll use a file and some sandpaper just to get the burrs off. Make sure that it's not gonna cut my fingers when I rub them over it. Alright. Alright. Finished product.